Hey YouTube, this is Lord Von 216, or as some of you may know me on the FX Saber forums, the Custom Saber Shops forums, and the ultrasabers forums as Darth Von. I've been out of the Saber game for quite a long time. Those of you who have seen my last video, which is Greed, it was about this saber here. At the time it was running off of a Luxian 3-watt red LED. And it was just a simple stunt saber, on and off, with a standard latching switch with the switch bezel nut, and that was pretty much it. But now with the release of the Petite Crouton 2.0, pardon me, they released a Flash on Clash, and just everything in general. I want to get, and now that I actually have a job, I'm getting back into the Saber game. So some things I'm going to be getting new to it is I'm going to be putting a Petite Crouton 2.0 in here with, like I said, I've been out of the game for a little bit, so excuse me if I'm wrong, but, I think it's an 18650, a battery pack, the 2-watt bass speaker. Up here I'm going to have, the activation box number 17, which will house a gold anti-vandal switch with a auxiliary switch here. Obviously, I will have it wired for Flash on Clash. And up here, I will be running a ultrasabers Flash on Clash MLS. Wired for Blazing Red with Adagon Silver, or Adagen, whatever you pronounce it, Adagen Silver Flash on Clash. Now, quick thing. I was not around during the whole ultrasabers dispute with Novastar, Labs, or whoever it was with. So I'm not placing judgment on anyone about that happening. I wasn't around, so I'm not getting involved. I like both parties. I love the sounds Novastar produces. I love the products Labs produces. And I love the products that ultrasabers produces. I have a couple of ultrasabers, lightsabers myself. And I am going to continue buying from them. So I am not getting involved in the whole politics of it. As far as I know, I wasn't around. I don't care about it. I will, however, to show respect for both parties, is if when the time comes, I buy a ultrasabers that is equipped with an Obsidian soundboard, I will be purchasing my sound fonts from soundfont.com. I do agree with a lot of sabersmiths saying that the sound fonts that were created should be purchased from the original creator so that way they can have the proper respect. I agree to that. But as I said, I am not taking sides on the whole political bullshit. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I am not trying to take a stab at ultrasabers. I am not taking a stab at Novastar. I'm taking a stab at no one. I'm just not taking part. With that being said, back to the Saber. Basically, that's what it's going to be running with. Aesthetically, however, it is going to have some small changes. This was just the original intended look. And then, it usually happens with any purchase you make, that the second you buy something better comes out. And as for this part here, I saw it a week after I got this for Christmas. I was just thinking, damn, how come that didn't come out later? But I plan on getting the 6-inch double female fluted section for this part. Obviously, I'm going to have Tim custom machine it for me so that way it can house the... so you can cut the holes out for the activation box 17. And drill a hole in the back for 832-inch screw for the cover tech. Or I might just what I might end up doing is getting the new CoverTech wheels that he just made, so that way they just screw right in. I'm actually going for those. I'm not really going to give away the color scheme because that's something I wanted to be a surprise with. But needless to say, it's going to look regal and it's going to look awesome. I'm very, very excited about it. Speaking of the color scheme, I actually have to give credit to my fiance, which is Christy Palmer on YouTube. I gave her the overall design, and behind my back, she decided to add a couple of new features into there, and I fell in love. Because the original idea I had was just straight black and silver. But she added a couple of things in there that just really brought it to life and made me very proud. But yeah, another thing I'm going to be getting is I'm going to be getting the speaker grill. It has the 2 holes in it, so that way I can wire the recharge port and the rice port. That's another thing this is going to be running off of is rice. I love the idea of rice. So that way I can just literally plug in my saber, real-time configuration, done. I love that. I think that's brilliant. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, but yeah. I should have this my new saber, which I haven't really thought of a name yet. Me and my fiance are going back and forth between a name. I would like to go with Avarice, since it sounds more of a regal form of greed, which is what this was originally named. And she's wanting to go with My Passionate Death, but it's in Latin. I just don't remember how to pronounce it. I don't know. Final decisions will be made when the saber is fully complete. This is not going to be like a 1-month thing. I'm going to be buying them slowly because I do have a 3-month-old son, so a lot of my money has to go to him. So the first thing I'm going to be buying is the aesthetics. I want to get my new main section, and I want to get the extra parts. Notice I say extra parts because there's a lot more going into this. Subtle changes, but once it's done, it'll look amazing. But, yeah, other than that, nothing much has really changed about this. Other than the fact that it's gutless. Let me see. Anything else I need to bring up? That's pretty much it. Yeah. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, just let me know. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see the build log, which I will be posting. When it finally comes down to making my saber, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make one long video of me in between steps, saying, hey, I just got this wired, I'm doing a test run, yada yada yada. I am now putting all the parts together, and that the final 6 minutes of the video, or however long I want to show it off, is when I'm actually going to be showing off the entire thing. So it's going to be kind of like a come along with me as I build my saber type of deal. But yeah, I think I've ranted on long enough. But yeah, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you all later.